Hi everyone, welcome back to Through Alchemy. So today's reading is going to be all about who will you marry. We're going to find out about your future spouse, their characteristics, how and when you're going to meet them, and whatever spirit gives us. So we have four piles from the left to right. The first pile is Sardonyx. The second pile is Citrine. The third pile is Yellow Agate. And the fourth pile is Tiger Eye. Pause if you need a little longer. Pick the one which calls your name the most. And I am going to begin with pile number one. Hello, pile number one. If you chose the Sardonyx, this is going to be your reading. So I pick up on a lot of physical attraction between you and this person. I'm picking up on first house energy. Um, this would be someone who would really challenge you. I'm picking up that this would be a very strong divine connection. This is that pile where you have probably been through a lot of karmic relationships in your life, and I don't think that you have met this person. Um, this would be someone who would be, so to speak, a finished product. Like, you might have met a lot of people that you felt the need to work upon or give them multiple chances, or you always had this feeling in life that you wouldn't meet someone. Like, I think that you are those spiritual loners. Like, you kind of resonate with the feeling alone a lot of times. You might be more on the introvertish side. It doesn't mean that you are not, you can't carry conversations well enough, or you have low confidence, or you struggle with talking to people, but you'd rather choose to be in your own sphere. You're that kind of a person who prefers to have movie dates, or like cozy home environments, or you would rather go for a game, or bowling arcade or something like that. You would like to see that person in action in certain like you would be in that space where I think that you would, testing is the wrong word, but you would like to really examine, you would really like to investigate that person's behavior, persona, in different shapes and in different scenarios. Okay, you would like to see different sides of them to know. It's like, I feel like it's a little bit more, there's a thin line between reading body language and hypervigilance, and I think that how life has turned out to be for you, you would be more on the side of being a little bit, hypervigilant and just wanting to see like what you're dealing with. Okay, because you would have immense amount of attraction towards this person, and you would be kind of like blown away with their wisdom, and you would be a little bit coy at first. I think that you would be the one who would shy away a little, and I see this person being quite in a masculine energy, being this person would also have some sort of gift. I feel like either it would be clairvoyance or clairsentient. They would be able to pick up on the fact that you are somebody that has been through a lot of abuse. Specifically, I'm getting in my head. um they would have some sort of, like sixth sense about you, that this person needs time and you cannot. Even though they would have a lot of attraction towards you, I don't think that they would make it, very visible to you. So I think that when you would meet this person, you would be a little bit triggered by their presence, because this is the kind of person, this is giving me the example of Jay Shetty and Radhi. So they're giving me the example of two, really like, have you seen like how identical they both look, and like everybody tells them that, you guys look like brothers and sisters. So I feel like this would be a very strong soulmate or even a twin flame, but I don't feel like it's majorly a twin flame. It's somebody that is destined for you, waiting for you to, just pack up your bags and be done with your karmic life, or, this phase of your life where you have always been this person trying to clear off something or be done with something, or, soulmates coming in and out, mostly with the karmic undertone. You've try to feel that way. You felt with a lot of people, or maybe a couple of people, that this might be the one, this might be the one. Finally you'll reach a point of solitude where you'd be like, okay, you know what, whoever they would be, they can't replace my relationship with myself. So you would reach that point. Now I'm picking up on an age for few of you that would be very close to 30s. I feel like a lot of women will choose this pile, but that doesn't have to be. I just feel that this person would be in a more masculine energy when they meet you. So you might be a little bit fragile, or just like, it's not that you wouldn't be yoked to meet this person. I just feel like you would be a little sensitive, a little bit. I feel like this would be more like you would learn to receive more love. Does that make sense? Well, number one. So this was quite interesting. So this is probably the place you would be in your own life, and I feel you being at very you would be at calm. See, just because you have attraction, that doesn't mean that this is going to be the hot and cold. I think that you might have this alert in your body, like, oh my god, I'm really attracted to them, this might be a karmic again. But it won't be. I feel like you are somebody that, see, we have romantic feelings. You are somebody that would recognize in that moment, and we have finances and career and attraction. I told you, this could be also someone that is in the same line of field as you. They might be a healer themselves, because for you, I don't get a very commercial vibe from you. That doesn't have to be the case. I can't really box up who you are and what you want to be and what plans life has for you in just one category, right? When we come to a tarot reading, we always expect that they're going to give us some very solid pointers that we're going to pick up on, but that doesn't happen. I think you should take away more of the larger perspective. Like, try to take in consideration when you're choosing the pile, that this might be the time frame while I meet this person, and right now, if I'm still looking for the one out there, maybe I'm not ready for them. Certain things like that. When you become a little bit more real with yourself, you will be able to attend to the reading and be present with me more, rather than having your expectations completely thrown in this reading to be like, yes, you have to match up somewhere where I'm expecting that person to be, right? So that doesn't really always match up. So I'm going to see this person's archetype. They're giving me that this might be your energy as well. So we have the unicorn energy. I do have the guidebook over here. I'm going to read about it. I do feel that this might be about the crown chakra. um or this might be the heart chakra. Okay, this is the sixth. So this is um about intuition, deepest wisdom. You have begin to look for answers. It is difficult to see, hear, or think of a unicorn without immediately questioning if it's real. Did they ever exist? Perhaps a long ago. Mind answers, maybe it could be, no way. This is a very contemplation um, that explains our relationship with divinity and encapsulates our unwavering belief in the unicorn. So this is what I just told you, right? You're gonna be in that, place of feeling like, hey, is this real? Is it gonna happen with this person? And you would be like, hey, I'm catching feelings, and I know that there's something worth exploring over here, right? I feel like this person would trigger some sort of OCD, or like a 6,000 RG, like your day to day routines. Like, this person would pull you out of your comfort zone. And I know that these feelings, because I've sensed so much resistance in me while saying this, and I feel like you wouldn't be okay with that. You wouldn't be okay with, maybe you're so used to being alone. Um, you're so used to being alone, that's what they're giving me, that you would be uncomfortable with having this person and wanting to be around them. This would trigger your intimacy. So it's almost this feeling like, I'm gonna have to share a house with them, or you start anticipating these things, like, um I'm gonna have to share a room with them, or how am I gonna share my personal space with someone. um, how am I going to poop around them? That's also what I'm picking up. How am I gonna be okay with I don't know, I pick up on a lot of feminine energy over here, or just feminine conditioning over here, especially for females, like the need to be waxed all the time, or certain things that this person is going to trigger within you, which come with a real partnership where your person does not care about those things. So maybe you have not been in such a deep connection, or it has been a while, or there's something where you would feel uncomfortable with having this person around all the time, and it would be somewhere where you wouldn't be able to put your anger out on this person. I think that you would go through certain things in the beginning where it would make you doubt if this is the right person for you, because you would be like, why am I having to feel so uncomfortable around this person? This wouldn't be the exact, because I feel like a spirit is going to lead you up to that moment where you're going to be able to differentiate whether you're projecting on this person or this is actually the wrong person. And I think majority of you will be able to figure it out after some time. I'm getting after a month or two, that this person is actually your mirror right now. So you would be able to really differentiate. You would have a chunk of wisdom on relationships at that point, to recognize that this person actually challenges you to be the better version, to be the best version of yourself, with another person. Because previously, I think that you've had a lot, you might be a fearful or avoidant attachment style. By the time you meet this person, you would be quite aloof, you would be quite like detached, and I think that this person is going to push you to be a little bit like, hey, I'm here and I'm here to stay. So your abandonment wound still, it's not that you would be triggered in the sense that, oh my god, like you can't really stand this person, but I feel like it would trigger your past memories, which is very natural. You think that you meet the one and everything would just glide and perfectly fit into your life, but that is not exactly how it happens in divine connections. I believe the ease and the effortlessness is something that is developed, and it's like a rapport building. It's like somewhere where you take the other person also in consideration in your life. So I don't think this person would be pushy. Don't be worried about that. If you're thinking that this reading is not amounting to what you thought it would be open to it. You might actually like this person more than you'd expect, because they would fit your quirks, your, what do you call, your kinks. I think that you were a very strong sapiosexual, so your attraction might not be physical at first. You might not be very physically attracted to them. You might like certain aspects of their body type, their height, or maybe their build or something like that, or maybe they have certain things like their beard or their hair might be like the way you wanted it, or you are attracted to in the opposite gender. But what you would be more attracted to is their authority in life, their stature in life, who they are, and maybe you would be really attracted to what they do for a work, for a living, excuse me. Yeah. So what they do actually for a living. This person would make you feel secure. I feel like, if it's not just financially that you would be attracted to them, I feel like you both would be on a financial level where you would be secure. So if you've been having this question whether you're a man or a woman, by the time you reach that point, you would be stable enough in your life to be like, yes, I can give into a relationship. Because maybe finances has always been an issue. Maybe as a man or a woman, I see that you have been worried about your own security. You are somebody that takes care of your own needs. So I feel like this person would be an addition, not at all a subtraction. But that doesn't take away from the sort of like, what's the word, spirit, what's the word, the smoothing out that would be required a little bit on your insecurity. Or just like, I just feel like this person, you're so used to being alone by the time that you would just be a little bit uncomfortable, like this person's always around. And I think that you would require to make a little bit adjustment in your time and your with your time and your routine to just have this person around. And I think that that could have been an issue before, because you were always unsure of those people that you wanted to make time for, but you just couldn't quite get it right. Like, you always had this what if, or like dilly dallying or juggling with the idea that should I make them a priority, right? So this would not be there. You would be quite willing. You would be a little resistant. Pick up on a lot of stubborn energy with you. But I think the way this person is going to see you is like one in a million. This person is going to be very appreciative of you, which some other people have not been able to do that. Somehow, in the unicorn spirit is giving me this essence of the corn. I don't know what's the spiritual meaning of corn. Um, I'll put that in the description box, okay? I'm curious, like, what could possibly be the spiritual meaning of corn? They're giving me something about the green, the heart chakra over here. Interesting. So, I think I'm gonna pull out a few cards. I wanna see how this person perceives you. So, Spirit is actually giving me that, they want to see how this person ends up perceiving you. You know what I'm getting? So this is a tarot deck that I rarely use. I don't remember. White Numen, I think. So I ordered a couple of tarot decks, I think like maybe a year back. And I basically got scammed because they came out in, they were fake and they were smaller in size and all of that. Um, and I think the spirit is giving me like this person would have their own skepticism, this person would have their own issues, and you would also have this see, just because you're meeting the person that you're supposed to be with, that doesn't take away from your worldly experiences, right? How you have experienced life so far. You have met a lot of counterfeits, right? So far you have met a lot of people that have not really wanted you for who you are but for what you have. So this is what, you both would have a little bit of difficulty, and this person would sense that, um, they would sense that you're wary of them, you're questioning their intentions and why do they really want you. I'm picking up on dowry. So something like you would think that, this person wants you either for, your money or your status or what you come with, or you would have this thing in your head, to be very honest. So we have the Eight of Cups in reverse. We have the Nine of Wands. Two of Wands. The Devil in reverse. I'm actually enjoying the small cards, like the small decks these days, for some reason. I'm not really sure why though. Pages, because they're quite handy, like they fit really well in my hands. Um, See, they would immediately feel this energy of wanting to be with you. Knight of Swords and the Ten of Cups. They would hold back the fact that they're very excited to be with you. How they would perceive you as someone who would be quite, they would see that you have not let go of what has happened with your parents. So I think that you would be quite upfront with this person about your childhood. You would tell them that this is what I've been through, or this is how I am. I think you would have a little bit of, it's like you're present with them, you would like to be with them, but you would be a little bit bitter, and this person would know how to not take that completely personally. Now why I say know how to not take that completely is because it would bother them, and you would have this, proper communication that, are you really interested in me, or what are you doing here? Like, your person is not somebody just because they accept you for who you are, they would let you walk all over them. So I think that it would not be where you're taking this person for granted. I think that this person would come to pop out your bubble of sorrow. And they would just be a little bit like, hey, I'm here. I'm here. So I don't know if you would be, you would be set up with this person, because I see like somebody else bringing this person in your life. I don't 100% pick up on this person coming in your life just naturally. You stumble upon this person one day, like a pamphlet or an advertisement, like, this person would actually be introduced into your life, whether it's by, I don't know, arranged marriage or a blind date, or you would find them somewhere. I don't think that you would meet this person in just, in your day-to-day life. Maybe this person finds you online, or you find them online somewhere. This is introduced through somebody else, or it could be somebody else's friend of friend, and you meet them one day and you really hit it off, and you have these glimpses, you're looking at each other, you're checking out each other, and there's this, like, fondness awareness developing. I don't see the both of you jumping the gun either ways, and I think that this person would pick up on you as being a little bit. I don't think they would pick up on you being arrogant. This person would be able to read you. That's what I'm telling you. As your future spouses, as your, your I don't know if you're Christian, because I am picking up on what you call kingdom spouse, right? Your God ordained spouse, whatever it is, your destined person. This person would, it's like they would be given by the universe, like they would be given that sixth sense to really read you. And I don't think you would be necessarily uncomfortable with it. You would be actually happy that somebody is able to read me without having to speak all of those things, right? Which is not the best way to go about it, but sometimes, yeah, like I think the universe would cut you some slack, like somebody who's actually able to understand you beyond what you say, beyond what comes across your lips, right? This person would be able to see the pain in your eyes. So they would see you as someone who has dealt with the rough hand of cards and them themselves, because they would be able to pick up on that because they've been through their own thing. But I think that they would be quite a comforting, like a warm blanket around you. Like they would like to comfort you, protect you, and just read you. And they would have this, of course, like soft corner for you. So they would be extra, extra nice to you. Not nice enough to just let you walk all over them. That's what I'm picking up. This would be somebody that you will respect. You want to respect your person, right? So this person would be non-negotiable on the respect part, right? We have the Chariot over here. So this is Cancerian energy. Again, this person would have that dominance of a masculine energy, but the softness of the feminine energy, like a perfect, what do you call, a perfect balance, right? That's going to attract you a lot to this person. We have the Seven of Wands, who is going to lower your guard down. You're going to teach this person how to be patient with another person, because they won't be able to give up on you. And somehow you guys are going to know that, this is my person, or you guys would have spoken about it. And I see a good rapport over here. You would be not exactly friends, but you would have a proper relationship foundation of communication, companionship, understanding, and the most important things that you need in a relationship or a marriage. This would be a very traditional marriage. You would want to put the ring on each other and, call each other your husband and your wife. And we have this sun energy. So you would be quite happy that you have found that person. Uh, I pick up on some sort of scarcity in your head about this person coming around. Like, what if they leave me? What if they're not the one? I really, really like them. The Ten of Cups and the Ace of Cups. See, you would catch feelings quite quickly. We have the Ace of Cups and the Ten of Cups. So, I mean, there's no, what do you call, lack of love over here. This would be somebody that you truly, truly want to be with. Give yourself to. That's what I'm picking up. It's quite amazing. This is how it should be. You would feel blessed, the blessing that you have not felt with being around. Like, I really pick up on counterfeit energy. Like, you've met people, you've had certain soul connections that made you feel like this is going to be the person, this is going to be the person. I feel like you would be someone that would be left and right rejecting people, like, because you would have this feeling inside that I know that there's this king or queen waiting out there for me, and they're just waiting for me to become the king or queen that I need to be, right? So this person would be in your hearts of hearts. Like, they are like, you would know that there's this supreme timeline you need to knock. You need to knock the door. You need to reach. You need to surpass all those mountains. You need to become the best version of yourself so that you can meet this person. And this is what I'm here to, like, really confirm with you, that this person will be there. This person will be there. Might not be in the shape or form that you want, but this person would be everything that you've desired in a person, greater than what you've expected for, and would be nothing like what you've experienced in your family life or your parents' marriage or something like that, right? It's not to be derogatory of the fact where you come from, but it would just be a very big relief for you to know that I have worked so hard on myself, and this person just uh, unexpectedly glides into my life. Like, I don't see this person pushing the door for you to, like, pushing to open the door of your heart. You would do that yourself. You would want to do that by yourself. And this would be the stamp of them being your true person, that you would easily open up. You know how your body would just tell you, like, easen up with them, easen up with them. They're going to take care of you. You can trust them. That feeling of not having anxiety or feeling like you can't be yourself, or feeling like, oh no, I can't be vulnerable because they're going to take advantage of that, like it's too soon. There won't be a too soon factor over here. This is why it's going to feel like a blessing over here. So before I conclude, I do want to pull out a few messages from your person. What uh, I was just confused, like which deck to use, because the decks that I have made are very versatile. Like they're quite conclusive of the present tense. I don't really have something that goes with the future tense, right? But um, I am going to read this as future. Okay, I'm going to read these intuitively. So we have, I feel like a burden. So your person would be someone who might struggle with feelings of um I'm hearing inadequacy, but in the sense that they might have a blocked throat chakra and they would learn how to open that up, because you would be someone who would be very okay with expressing how you are. You would have a flowing feminine energy. And I told you this person comes with a lot of masculine energy. So you're going to teach them how to be okay with the fact that you can say what you really want to say. Does that make sense? So you're going to teach them, you have this feeling inside, like when you're not appreciated for your emotions, or just they're not as welcomed in your childhood. So you just tend to become like cloaked, right? You just don't speak up. So this person, they're gonna learn that through you. I'm working on myself. See, they're gonna work on themselves. That this person is not gonna need you for anything else other than just you being yourself. That's a blessing in its own way. Please take me back. I understand how I have contributed to the situation. So they're gonna know what to give and how to pull back. I feel like this person would be utterly obsessed with you in a good manner, not like they're always spamming you or something, taking away from your personal space. I'm anticipating the loss of you and I can't bear it. Immediately, there would be an attachment between the both of you. Attachment is not bad. It's not a bad thing if it's, with the right kind of people that know how to cater to you. Attachment is a humanly need. That's why it exists. So please take me back is kind of a misplace over here, Spirit. What is it for? So I think that this person, might get a little bit wary of your aloofness at first. If they're gonna trigger something in you, you're gonna trigger something in them as well. That's what I'm picking up here. Love isn't enough to make this work. It's like they would have this perception like, oh, I would just glide into their life and everything would be perfect, la la land, but it wouldn't be. It's like, realistically speaking, nothing is like that. Everything requires effort, and the both of you would understand that. You making more space for them in their life and them making more space for you, or vice versa, however that works, right? So pile number one, this was your reading. I am going to leave it here. I really do hope that you found a message that was helpful. If you did, please do hit the like button, subscribe for more, hit the bell icon so you know whenever I upload next. Let me know down in the comment section how that resonated. Information, personal readings is given down below, and I'm going to see you guys in another one. Bye bye. Hello, pile number two, if you chose the citrine. So very strong energies over here. Especially with the citrine, this person would be quite bold. Yeah, we have the lion. This is fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. This person gives me a very strong Martian energy. Now, I am picking up on this energy that you would never imagine that a person like this would be yours. So I feel like, this would talk about you having low self-esteem. And I don't think that this would be somewhere where I'm saying that, as a grown adult, you would feel that. This person would make your inner child quite excited. This person would be someone that you would be very, very happy to have around. And you would actually be quite boastful about it. Like, that's what I'm picking up. when I was transitioning from pile number 1 to 2, I was feeling this energy of a little bit of bitterness or some sort of like sourness, no, like something in my throat that was hurting a little bit. So you could have been someone that was a little bit, in the early years. Like I'm picking up on your teenage life. You would be underconfident. You would not be very so sure of yourself like how you are today, and who you become in today, it I think this person is quite close. I think this person is closer than you imagine. So I don't know what is your age right now, but I am picking up on the span of 5 years. um because this is a very versatile group over here. So I feel like you are closer to this person, like this person is quite close to you. And I don't think that you would immediately get married to this person or something like that. This is a very vague pile as well, because I feel that this person is someone, or your dynamic with this person would be quite free flowing. You are two people, and I pick up on this person being the more masculine energy over here. Whoever the man would be in this relationship, or embodying the masculine energy, would be a proper divine masculine, or a take charge kind of a person. I don't think that you would meet this person in your best shape. I think that this person is going to be someone who's going to push you in that, and vice versa. I think one of the traits that you might not like about this person is, hey, just because we're doing a reading about who you would marry, that doesn't mean that we're going to be blindfolded, or we're just going to put a blind eye to the fact that this person might have certain traits that we're not going to like, because they're going to be a human at the end of the day, right? And so are you. So I think for you it would be self-esteem, and for this person it might be their aggression, or just like a quick hot-headed temper. It's not that they're going to misbehave with you per se, but I think that you're going to see that their patience, it's not even patience perhaps, but it's like their drawback or their shortcoming would be that they react too quickly. Their emotions sometimes get the best of them. So that also translates in the fact that this person is someone that's quite emotional, like they feel a lot, right? So it is like, two sides of a coin. The ones they do have aggression, they have emotional, like temperament issues, but it's because they feel a lot. Lion has a very big heart over here, and a lot of people know of him, but a few people really know him intimately, right? So again, this was the problem I was facing with intimidation and intimately, right? Oh, the difficulty I'm facing in this reading. You might think that this person is quite bold, but they would also have self-esteem issues deep down. I think that what they would be really proud about when it comes to you is the fact that you are quite a calm and a sober person. I think that you would be at that point where, I don't know if you really like luxury items, like you like to dress yourself up in luxury items, and so would your person. You would share that idea of luxury comfort in your life. A quite strong Taurus energy over here, or Libra. You would be quite two beautiful looking people. um and I think that there might be a shape or form of I don't know, premarital pregnancy, or you would be very eager to have children with this person, and that's why I feel like it might not be 100% conventional. It doesn't happen in that conventional form, but it does. So I don't know, for if you this person also, and your dynamic with this person might be somewhere where um see, in this world we have a number of types of relationships. A relationship is something that two people define for themselves. So what works for the both of you would be taken in consideration, not what is taken in consideration around societal expectations, right? So if the both of you are okay with I'm saying, like, for example, open relationship, there's something that I'm hearing like you would be not okay with. Of course, like, I'm just giving examples. It's not something that I am implying over here per se, but I feel like it's just in a matter of it would be a matter of time till the time you guys make it official or get married or something like that. But I think that for a long time you guys would be in that place where it's according to our timing. I do see the feminine energy at some point becoming eager to get married, and the masculine energy understanding that. Now, I feel like maybe the man over here would be a little bit like, are my career in, is my career finances in order, and all sorts of things, because this would be a very, very gender norm. See, there's again, there's quite a lot of it's not vagueness, but there's a lot of ambiguity over here that spirit is giving me, because you would be two people who would completely alter, make your relationship according to yourself. It would be completely defined according to what makes you guys comfortable. So even though there would be strong gender roles over here, like the feminine being completely like maybe a housemaker, or just having a little bit of creative endeavor to support herself just for fun, and the masculine taking care of the finances and being a proper, leader of the family and all sorts of those things, because this lion energy is somebody who would be quite strong within themselves, and vice versa. If we're talking about the feminine energy, if you're a man looking for a woman, she would be like the perfect, like a duo of have you seen like a mama lion, like a lioness, and with her cubs, and how protective she is, and nothing comes above her children, not even the lion that she's with, right? So these are all sorts of things where you would know that your wife or your person, whoever they are, they would be a survivor, and you would have the utmost honor and respect to protect them and take care of them. So there would be certain realistic notions that always come in marriage and relationships, and legally binding, or I don't think that you would as a person like the idea of legally binding yourself unless and until it is some sort of symbolicism that you would like to make towards your person. Does that make sense? Romantic feelings, of course, we have trust, and I feel like taking this in reverse retreat. So I pick up on penguins mate for life. You would be utterly loyal. See, with the lion energy, this is someone that would be quite loyal, and this could also be a Leo energy, right? Wow, I just gasped. We have let your friends help you. So you guys would have your own skepticism. I feel like you would naturally, organically meet this person, like at a party, or I feel a little bit of inclination or the involvement of technology. I'm picking up on the world card, which is a lot about technology. So that could be that it is you. I feel like the masculine energy being quite masculine over here and sliding into their DMs or something like that, and pursuing them. And I think that this masculine would have come out of a relatively difficult phase or a breakup or a relationship. They would have evolved into somebody that starts taking relationships quite seriously. So hey, I'm going to be very realistic about what situation that you come in and what energies you bring in your life. So if you're picking a card, over here intuitively, there would be some sort of scenario that would have resemblance to your original story, but that doesn't mean that it would be 100%, you know just similar to what I am saying, right? So we always stumble upon these readings with the expectations how it's gonna, fit into my life completely. But considering this is general reading, it shouldn't 100% take away from the essence of what you might stumble across in your life, but it is somewhere where you need to be a little bit open-minded and understand, and especially given your pile number two, given your circumstances, I feel like this person is quite close by. I think that in your in fates are aligning you pretty quickly over here. I feel like it would be closer than you think. Like, you might be someone that's planning for especially for the men over here, I think you might be someone who would be thinking that, oh, I'm going to meet that person when I'm 30 on and about and traveling, and I might find this person in a foreign state or something. I know that you would like that to come true. I get it. There's a different kick that comes along with that sort of spark of meeting somebody in a foreign land and all that thing, right? But I feel like universe knows what's best for you and what is in your heart, and I think that you would gel along with someone that is quite closely linked to your own ethnicity. You would like to celebrate the same festivals and all those sorts of things that I feel over here. Again, just the commitment part of a marriage over here might be a little bit different, than the traditional norm of performing it, or just completely finding the person and just being like, yes, let's get married, let's go to the court. There's a little bit of difference over there. I don't think that you would be very, very keen on that. I think that you would be more keen on finding out how well do we get along with each other before we put that ring on. Okay, that would be the criteria of focus over here. And I see that, if you're the woman, or you're a man watching this for a woman, of course, the feminine energy would be quite, I would say, 95% following your lead according to whatever you say and how you want to progress this, because by that time you as a masculine would have become quite mature in, and like, understanding and sensible of your decision making, because I don't think that this masculine energy was always this sensible. No offense, but I think that you would develop that understanding of how to proceed and not to let a diamond get away. I think that you've had a past of being quite frivolous, picking up pennies and all sorts of shit, but you wouldn't be wanting to give away whoever this person is for you. You would instantly, I think that you would become quite clingy. You would see a side of you that is going to be quite clingy. You would want to be nurtured by this person. This person might remind you quite a lot of your mother. Again, this message is very strongly for the men over here. And if you're a woman watching, just replace it. This is how your person is going to feel. This is how your man is going to feel. Even if this is like a same sex relationship, whatever you identify as the energy, your person is going to be feeling that. Again, when it comes to the feminine energy, I think that you would know that this person has had a difficult relationship with their father figure, and you might resemble their father in certain forms, because there is a thing that daughters usually tend to end up with people that look and behave like their father figure. But considering that they might have had a difficult relationship with their father figure, you might just look identical to their to their father, excuse me. It really depends upon what relationship they have. They might be someone who doesn't want somebody exactly like their father. I'm picking up on alcoholism. Their father might have struggled with some sort of substance, or your person could have. See, there's so much ambiguity in your pile. But I think that the best would be to just be open with what experiences life is bringing in your life, whether it is through a person or not a person, because it is aligning you with the ultimate person. Okay. So I am going to move along. I want to find out, Spirit is giving me, for every pile there's a different criteria of what they want me to find out. So I am going to go closer to understand, like, what would your first meetings be like? How can you recognize this person? Because I pick up on eagerness. Most people over here, I think you would be quite young. I'm getting close to your 20s or something like that. You would be quite young and naive. I'm hearing the song Young, Dumb and Broke. Um, this could be a puppy love. This can also be someone that you have known. That's what I'm also picking up. This could have also been someone that you have known. If you're a woman, I feel like this person would be utterly obsessed with you. I feel like the masculine energy is going to experience some sort of level of clinginess and attachment that they've not experienced before to another person, like that awe of being in what you call that being in awe of your person's beauty. That's what I'm picking up over here. Something that really makes you want to get on your knees and really propose, like become a proper romantic. And I feel like this person, whoever your masculine is, could have lost themselves through these times, or just like I'm picking up on them, their heart being bruised, or somewhere in their life finding themselves to be a little bit broken because of how they have tried to be somebody they're not in this hookup culture or this generation. And they, before they meet you, they would have to go through something really serious and like life changing to meet you, to be perfect or just okay to welcome you in their life. This is someone that the universe would know, or if you're the man, the universe knows that you have to go through something, that because the universe knows your heart and you've kind of lost it, and you would have to go through that place. Because the lion is a card, I feel so emotional that the lion is a card where you would have to really, this is a card which tells you that if this card comes across, It just means that self empowerment is in your hands, and where this person might have lost their identity. Now I'm picking up on both genders over here. Wherever you felt like you've lost your identity, the both people over here would feel like they have to really, really find themselves, and they would do that because there would be a huge loss that you would face. I don't know if you're already going through it or you're going to go through that in the future. That is going to pull you back into who you are. And you would do that solely because you understand that you have to grow up. You have to take charge of things in your life. You've had enough fun at some point in your life, right? So we have the judgment. Wow. The judgment, Libra energy, the Emperor, again, Aries energy. Very strong, bold measures that you're going to take. Knight of Wands. Seven of Pentacles. Page of Cups in reverse. Whoever the feminine is going to be in this connection is going to be quite a tough cookie and a very smart one. Even though they're feminine, they're very feminine. This person has that enchantress vibe to them. They wouldn't be your average basic Instagram baddie, let's say. Okay, this person is going to be someone that enchants people. This person is someone who's going to be in touch with their feminine energy. This person is not your average, what do you call, strong independent woman. Okay, no offense to that, but this person would be fully tapped into the feminine energy, quite a high quality person, and that's why they're going to attract a very masculine man in their life. So if you've been worried about that, or if you've always had this sense of wanting to be a housemaker, wanting to be a housewife, take care of kids, have a small business that is more based on creativity. It's not based off just making money. It's more based off creativity and wanting to serve the world and help the world, and just pure a sense of femininity. That's what I'm picking up over here. This is not going to be that's what I keep hearing from spirit. It's like something that spirit is really proud of, that this person is not going to be your average Instagram baddie over here. They might look like it. It's not somebody that would be away from the trends, but this person, we have the Queen of Wands in reverse. This person would be someone that a lot of people would be envious of. That's what I'm picking up over here. So someone that you would be very drawn to, somebody that this masculine would definitely cave into. We have the World, and then the Ace of Cups in reverse. Bottom of the deck, I'm seeing the Moon, Cancer, and Black Numen. I have a flipper. Oh, I have a couple of flippers. I'm just going to read them. I'm not going to take them. We have the Ten of Cups, Six of Wands, and the Hierophant. Wow. Okay, so initially when you meet this person, I'm being shown that this person, especially if you're the woman is going to be here with like a really beautiful hair. I'm seeing either colored hair, but they would definitely have long hair. Um, and I'm getting like this person would be quite spiritual, whoever the feminine is over here, and the masculine energy would have some sort of beard. That's not very symbolic of their looks. I think that the first thing that the masculine is going to notice is the feminine's hair. And I think that the masculine, again, I think that the feminine is going to notice, his how well to do he is, and just that primal instinct of a woman being attracted to the most alpha man in the room, because that just gives that, it's just a biological erection, to be very honest, where it's just like, yeah, this person is going to be able to take care of me. He's going to keep me well and fine. That's what I'm picking up over here. So I feel like your initial interactions are going to be based off quite surface level. Of course, that is very normal, because you need to have attraction to some level to pull you towards the other person. I think that you would be playing it off quite cool in front of each other. This person, I feel like the feminine is going to be perceived as quite the player, because that is being reflected by their own self perception. um But I think that this masculine is gonna gain fondness towards her because he's gonna start feeling again clingy, possessive, and just like that's mine, I gotta have, that's mine. But I do feel that this is gonna start off as a organic, natural relationship that's gonna form between the both of them, and I think that the masculine is, ultimately going to start developing quite strong feelings. Um, he would be quite expressive. He would be very hands on, like not letting this slip away. I feel like he would have that, like, this is mine. And there would be this sense of what I feel like pregnancy plays a huge role, or just that natural primal instinct where you feel that chemistry, right? There's something that happens when you feel natural chemistry. It's very spiritual, but it's also based on a biological level, because when you have that chemistry, it's something in your body that tells you that I can really mate well with this person. So, I pick up on this energy where you guys would feel that, like, I want this person to, impregnate me, or that person would have this feeling like I want them to be the mother of my children. Like, you would have this natural instinct of seeing them as a very good prospectus, or seeing them as a great parent, that you would want them to be yours, or like, in a crowd full of, what's that saying? Like, in a room full of people, I would still stare at you. Like, that would be the analogy between both of them. There would be a natural instinct over there wanting to procreate with each other. Then that would be a part of your purpose, because that is something that, purpose, I know that can sound like a big word, but this is something that pushes us into our greatest timelines, into what destiny has for us, right? So that initial attraction, and that wanting, and that feeling of just pure biology playing itself out, would be the reason why you guys want to, or would end up together. That's what I'm picking up. It would be that, a really feminine woman over here and a really masculine alpha man over here. So, um, I think this is probably what I have for you. I am going to pull out a few cards to see what this person would like to say to you. I don't really have, my decks that I've made. They're not based off future tense, but I'm going to read it in that manner to see what this person would really like to say to you. Right? I understand how I have contributed to this situation. So this person would know that what they need to do. I'm honestly reading this more in the sense of the masculine energy. So if you're the man, you would understand like what you need to do to get this woman. If you need to clean up your act, if you need to stop being around other women, whatever it is, because I pick up on this sense of this person being quite the ladies' man. I want to ask you out. I told you it would be instant. It wouldn't be like I'm sitting and wasting time on it. I want this person to be mine, and that's it. That's how this person is going to feel. And I care about how the people perceive us. So I honestly don't feel like this masculine would be that focused on it. However, I do feel that the feminine energy over here, if you're watching this for a woman, she would be quite considerate about the fact like what her family is going to think, because ultimately she is somebody that I see this person being quite social, like being a homebody, and she cares about what her family thinks, and having all those what's the word, spirit, that thought pattern where she wants to see what her father or her or the elders in her family really think about you, or the man that she's going to end up with. Like, that's what I'm picking up over here. So there's quite a lot of things at play. This was quite a wholesome reading. Pile number 2, I am going to leave your reading here. I really do hope that you found a message that was helpful. If you did, please do hit the like button, subscribe for more, hit the bell icons so whenever I upload next. Let me know down in the comment section how that resonated. Information for personal readings is given down below, and I am going to see you guys in another one. Bye bye. Hello, pile number 3. If you chose the yellow agate, this is going to be your reading. So we have the bee, air signs, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. So you would bond with this person through your intellect. You would really get along with this person on a mental level. your ideologies, your core beliefs, the way you want the relationship to work. I pick up on a little bit of formal energy in the beginning where you both would, try to understand. And I think that understand each other, and it would be more like I pick up on two. I pick up on two people that would have been quite tired of how their life has been. They would have eventually given up on dating. They would have been a little bit, discreet with their lives, would have not been very welcoming, and would have become very okay with who they are. And I think that that's when you meet this person. It would be quite around your 30s, or, if you're a person that would be quite career um, focused, it would be based off late 30s, something like that. Like it would be quite not in your early years of life. That's what I'm picking up. This would be where your other cousins are married, certain people in your life are it's like you would have this sort of like a phase of feeling FOMO as well. I know that's not the best thing to hear, but it would be quite late. It would be where you would be past that societal norm of like wanting to get married, and um, I think that that would be a journey that your soul takes so that it doesn't really attach its self worth to who and when and how you're getting married to someone, because it's such a strong societal component. You know what I mean? So I think that this person is really going to come into your life as somebody you're not going to see. You're not going to have that knight in shining armor kind of a perspective. You're going to be very realistic, because at this point in your life you're truly looking for a relationship. You're not looking for a fantasy, you're looking for somebody to spend your life with. So you're going to be someone that is going to be quite rough on the edges, a little burned out by the people that they've met, would be so stale, not interested in um that part of life where we're like, hey, let's what's your favorite color, let's go out on a date, or do this or that. Like, you're not trying to be youthful. You're very, very aware, both of you are very aware of what you're looking for. And suddenly it just clicks. Like, you guys start seeing each other a little bit often, you start talking a little bit more often, you start opening up yourselves to the idea of having this person around a little bit more. It organically starts, falling into place. And I think that you might be in a space in your life where you would be like, or you previously were like, why doesn't it work out with somebody, or why there's something wrong with me, am I too broken, all sorts of feelings like that. And I think that when you're going to meet this person, a lot of things that they're going to tell you that they've been through, and a lot of things that you've been through, are going to really align like a perfect puzzle. Like, your hands are really going to fit with each other together. That's what I'm picking up. Like, it's not that you're somebody that is, what's the word, unlucky at love. It would be that you would feel that it's because you have always been, oh, that's a mosquito. I just try to kill it. Yeah. Anyway, it's like, hey, but a mosquito doesn't fly that slow. Whenever I have a fly, because we also have air sign over here, this would be so divinely guided. Wow. That might be a fly, because whenever I have flies around, I believe that those are indicators from, my spirit guides, among other things. But this is one of the things that I denote as a spiritual presence. So that's what I was saying. You might feel like for a really long time in your life that there's something wrong with you. Um, you don't belong. I don't know. Um, I'm I'm not exactly laughing because there's something wrong, but I feel like you would feel like there's something off. You would feel like there's something wrong with me. I have not found my partner yet. So I feel like you would go on this journey of really separating your self-worth from having a person around, because this reason or this feeling has really got you into poor relationships, has made you vulnerable to people you knew that you should not be, um, entertaining or just being around. That's what I'm picking up over here. So you would learn how to blur out the outside noise, or even your own opinions that were again inherited from other people again. So basically, blur out the outside noise to know exactly, who you are. It's not defined by other people. So I do pick up on a conventional marriage taking place over here. I do pick up on something that is quite, both families involved, both families really happy with the person that they have chosen. I see this being in alignment. You might have thought that, you're not gonna have someone, and there was somebody quite prominent in your past, and picking up there was somebody that you had, that I don't know if this was a soulmate of yours or a twin flame of yours that you thought you're gonna end up with. This is not gonna be that person. For majority of you, this is not going to be that person where you end up with somebody that you thought you were going to be with, because I think that there's something strong, and I feel like for the longest time you would have constantly kind of gone back with this person. Or I feel like you are in this stage right now. When you find this reading, you are in this stage, and this reading kind of comes along to tell you that, hey, stop going back to that person or the idea of that person, because they're not who you actually want to end up with. They're nothing like what you wanted to end up with or want to end up with. You just compensate, compromise, you cope up with it because you don't like who you are. This is the Seven of Swords. Power. Quite interesting. You will be one of those people in your family lineage. Again, we have seven. This is a very divinely guided reading. Pile number 3. Seven of Pentacles. Growth. You would be one of those people in your family lineage who breaks patterns, who finds the right person, who aligns with a divine counterpart. But most importantly, this person is going to be your life partner. This person doesn't come with, that electric chemistry at first, and you will have to understand that it doesn't mean that the divine is punishing you or it doesn't want you to give that love to you. I think that this would be more in the sense where you learn to understand, like, hey, you would try to put an optimistic uh what's that word, spin over it, to understand, like, hey, this is for, see, we have the Four of Swords, optimism. Wow. The Ten of Cups. This would truly be everything that you wanted. It might not look the way you want it to be. In fact, I think that this person would be quite a lot to what you actually wanted in a person. I don't know why do I keep getting this feeling that you would want to question it, doubt it. You would still be quite in this area of being like, hey, is this the right person? Is this the right person? Because you're so used to the hot and cold energy throughout your life, or just that one person. I feel like you had that one person in your life that taught you almost everything, and you thought you were really going to end up with that person. I feel like Spirit is really going to show you what it truly means to have a true person in your life, somebody that respects you, honors you, and loves you. I think that the love that you were used to was not exactly love, that was a culmination of abuse and love. But over here, this person is going to show you what slow love is. The love that you have dreamt of, the love that exceeds attraction and age. It exceeds those limits. It's something that remains till your deathbed, your old age, where you're together. This is that companionship where the both of you bond and develop a true partnership. You have love, you have children out of wedlock, and you eventually start loving each other. You learn to love each other while living with each other. That's what I'm picking up. I feel like there would be a lot of financial stability in your marriage. I think that there would be, I don't see anything being a problem, but somewhere where you feel like, oh, I feel like you would always have that, like, what if I ended up with that person? What if I ended up with that person? So even though I think that this is something I should not say, it might disappoint a lot of people, but hey, this is the energy that I pick up. I think this person comes around to teach you what true love is. Because maybe by number three, I'm gonna take a spiritual spin at this, but the message that I'm getting is that this person might not be the person that you wanted to end up with. This person might not be the one that gives you the thrill of life. This person is actually your Messiah. This person is actually the one who saves you from these years or lifetimes that you have spent loving someone that isn't reciprocated. This person, because you chose it in this lifetime to change that, this person comes in. Um, this person is someone that might have not experienced the soulmate connection, that hot heated connection that you have, but this person would be someone that's brave enough to love all those parts of you which they will be able to see, that are yearning for something or somebody else. This person would understand that there's something different about you. There's something a little bit, a little bit just like your heart lies somewhere, and this person would be brave enough to choose you and be like, I am going to love them because I know there's something between us, because I know something is aligning between us. They might not be the person that you want to end up with, but they will be the person who will be able to love you, and eventually you will realize the importance of slow love. This person is going to show so much patience with your um fickle minded inner child, because the way or the reason why you want that hot heated connection in your life, the person that you might have wanted to end up with, is because your inner child is so used to your family treating you that way. That's why this person is going to come in and really show you what it means to be genuinely loved without the the chaos of life, and having someone that is then again pouring into pouring their wounds into the relationship. This person is actually the one who saves you from having a poor lifestyle, having a low vibrational relationship, because I have so much resistance in actually channeling this. I have so much resistance in this, where it's like you were desperate to end up with someone who couldn't give you what you deserved. And because you end up making that choice that this is not the right person for me, you align with someone that is truly good for you. You match up in that timeline. You give yourself that liberty, like, hey, I deserve to be with someone that genuinely understands what I also need, and is not always focused upon their moodiness when they want to be my person or not. This is what I pick up. This happens when you actually accept that that person was not. And you chose this pile because there is someone you've had a very heated connection with, and you know who I'm exactly speaking about. You can't possibly land up on this reading and pick this pile and just be just be blank about, like, what am I talking about. You have given that person enough chances. You've tried to fix it with them, and I understand that you have a very strong connection with that person, but near the song, he wasn't man enough for you. This is not just for men. It could be that you're a man watching for a woman who couldn't love you the way you deserve to be loved. Because in life, it's not just about the spiritual phenomena. You have to spend years. You might want to have a family with them, which I see over here. You don't just deserve to have someone that takes care of your children, but you deserve to have someone that takes care of you as well. Somebody that is a companion to you before, the father or the mother of your children. That's what I'm truly picking up over here. So, I think that this was quite a lot for just, the um, introduction of this person and what they kind of bring into your life. I'm gonna pick out, how do they perceive you? How will they perceive you in the beginning? What's the relationship gonna be like? Okay, how's it gonna flow into your life? Is someone that in the beginning I feel like you wouldn't feel like you deserve this, especially if you're a woman. You wouldn't feel like you deserve him. You would feel scared, not from him, but the concept of commitment, because of your experience or the taste that you've had in your life before this. The bitterness would still be there. So this person would help you remove. And I don't see this person actively meddling in your life, like, hey, let me fix you, let me fix you. It would just be by the person that they are, especially consistency over here. The courting phase, I pick up on the courting phase over here, or just the dating phase. This would be your soulmate. Pile number 3. This is not somebody that's far away from being a spiritual connection for you. There's a reason why this person enters your life. The Sun, the Death in reverse, I'm going to shuffle this. I don't feel like taking that. The Ten of Wands upright. I don't know if you meet this person through family, friends. There's some sort of a acquaintance or something that is not complete. Like, you merge and you like this person takes place in your life organically, but the way you meet is kind of like a setup. I don't know if you meet them through a friend of friend. You meet this person at a baby shower of one of your friends. This person comes at a point where you have fulfilled the karma or some sort of like quota that you need to fulfill with yourself, your spiritual self. That's when this person comes in. They're going to see you as being a little bit timid, a little bit wary, a little bit scared. That's what I'm picking up. Page of Wands. The Judgment in reverse. They're not going to be able to read you completely. Six of Swords. The Magician. But they would be willing to manifest this in life, into their life. King of Pentacles again. There would be none. I don't think that there would be any sort of financial restraints. White Numen. I don't know what these mean. I had the black Numen and now we have the white Numen. I'm going to put that in the description box. We're going to see that later on. Judgment in reverse. This is Libra. Magician is Aries, Leo. No, Magician is Gemini. Virgo. I'm picking up on Aries, Leo, Sagittarius strongly. We also have the Sun. This is the Leo energy, Death, Scorpio. And then we have the World, which is all signs. So you have very strong cards over here. I haven't had these many major arcanas up till pile number 3. You might have gotten a reading done before, especially if you're a woman. And I don't think that reading... Um, I don't think that the reading would have been 100% accurate. I think that I think spirit would not let you stumble upon this person organically, because I think that at that point you would have been so they're telling me that you're in this phase. You're in this phase. When you find this reading, you're probably in this phase. You're close to manifesting this person. Um, you could be near your 30s, close by, somewhere around the 30s. That's the timeline I'm getting. You could be close by 30s, or you could be close by 40s, and that could be that you've already had a previous marriage. If you're close to 40s or 50s, that means that you've already had a marriage. You've had children. For few of you, you've just been in that marriage, you didn't have children. Something about children is not very significant over here. Excuse me. Either ways, this opening with the sun, you would be quite relieved to find this person. This person might be someone that looks like either of your parents. This person might be someone that is not exactly very eccentric or flashy. They would be quite down to earth, and I'm picking up on generational wealth with this person, especially if they're a man. They would be quite the family man over here. This would be someone that would be wanting to take care of you. And I'm getting another scenario. If you're someone that had a teenage pregnancy, or somebody that got impregnated quite early in their life, this person would be someone that would be very, very attracted to you. They would have this sort of like a little bit of wanting to really take care of you, because they would see you as being a little bit fragile, and they would have this natural essence as a man wanting to take care of you, or the masculine energy if this is same sex. So there's a lot that you go through as a karmic soul in life, pile number 3 that I pick up over here. And you learn how to take care of yourself by the time this person comes. It's just how your life turned out to be, and this person comes in, kind of like saves the day, kind of like when life just becomes like a, ease. You wouldn't be so skeptical that you're sharing your room with them. You wouldn't be so skeptical you're sharing something with this person, you're sharing finances. I just see you being very comfortable, especially when it comes to money. That's one energy that I keep picking up, that you would be very comfortable with the money. Money is not going to be an issue over here. Love is quite slow building. Emotions are not exactly tampered with. This person would be love bombing you like your previous partner. This person would be someone that would be giving you the calm, giving you that ease, wanting to come into the relationship. They would see you, however, being quite paranoid or just like anxious. They would see you as being skeptical, because they would sense that you've been through something in the past, or it's just the atmosphere that you're in right now. They would just have a sense that they need to be a little bit more careful, and not in a sense where they feel like, like they have to be careful with, careful with you and they can't say things. It's like they will offer you that sensitivity that you've always wanted or you need at that moment in your life. Spirit understands that you would need that sensitivity at that point in your life, because with the 10 of Wands you would be still wrapping up that cycle. You would be wrapping up a cycle of contemplating, giving too many chances to past people, thinking that that was my love or whatever it is. Something that you would wrap up. Finally, you would be in senses that this is not the right person. It's not that you wouldn't, be having a soft spot for that person that you were with because you had a strong soul connection with them. But this person brings in a different love. It doesn't mean that it has to be the same. But it doesn't mean that it won't be better. That's what I'm picking up. I almost feel like I'm convincing you in some shape or form, and feeling like this person would be quite close by. So I am picking up on November. It could be happening this month, or if you're not anywhere close to having met someone, or you've not had somebody in your life right now, I see this probably happening by the next November. I'm hearing, good things take time. I'm hearing good things take time. So how would this person feel around you? That's what I'm wanting to pick up. We have the Two of Swords, the Ace of Wands in reverse, Three of Pentacles. This person is not going to be, the Three of Swords in reverse, the Page of Cups. This person He's not going to be your average Tom, Dick, and Harry who's just interested in you physically, who's very attracted to you physically. This person is going to want to create with you. They would understand the workings of a true partnership. They would want to really, really invest in you. They would want to take care of you. This is the love that you deserve, and they would bring that in your life. You just have to trust your path and not be tempted by the fact that they're not immediately making moves on me, because you're so used to people looking at you and liking you for how you look or what you have. This person will love you for who you are, and they will slowly by slowly get to know you and build that partnership with you. You guys might share this love language of food. That is also what I'm picking up. But at the moment that they're going to meet you, they're also going to be in their own dilemma where they would know that they want to partner up with you. There would be some way with there, where they wouldn't completely 100% know exactly how they feel either. This is just how your story plays out. That doesn't mean that there's anything wrong with it. Pile number 3. Okay. Trust. I told you, this person is someone from your past life. This person comes and literally saves you from a very roller coaster kind of a soul connection with someone. This person saves the day. I'm gonna pull out a few channel messages from this person, even though the decks that I have are really based off the present tense, but I'm gonna use these two channel messages from the future, uh, in the future tense or something like that, right? We're gonna see how spirit shapes this up for us, what they would like to say to you. Please take me back. So I feel like this person would be very drawn to you. There would be this draw within the both of you where you might not understand, but you would like that slow burn love. You would like to trust them, is what I'm picking up. I should have been more patient. I'm telling you, this person would be patient with you. I am telling you, this person would be patient with you. And you guys might share that love for dogs as well. I'm searching for myself. This person, again, with the Two of Swords, they would also be, in the middle of something. That's what I picked up, right? Again, this is your story. Pile number 3. It doesn't have to make sense to anyone else, is what I'm hearing. I want to ask you, they would be consistent. They would take initiatives. I lied when I said I didn't have feelings for you. Again, they wouldn't show you that, they're developing such strong emotions for you slowly by slowly. And I think that would be vice versa. I think that would be with you as well. There's something more that they want me to pull out for you. It is safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. I told you, this would be the higher timeline. This wouldn't be like your previous relationship or the relationships you've had. This would teach you what truly love means. Over here, this is your soulmate. Alright, pile number 3, this was your reading. I really hope that you found a message that was helpful. If you did, please do hit the like button. Subscribe for more, hit the bell icon so you know whenever I upload next. Let me know down in the comment section how that resonated. Information for personal readings is given down below. And I am going to see you guys in another one. Bye-bye. Hello, pile number 4. If you chose the tiger eye, this is going to be your reading. So, I've been hearing that song Secrets by The Weeknd, and it goes like, I hear the secrets that you keep. I can't match his pitch. When you're talking in your sleep, it's just giving me like, this is someone for pile number 4. You are the guys, you are the people that are going to be ending up with someone you have met with. Now, these generic tarot readings or even tarot readings that are personalized can't 100% really give you what or who you're gonna completely end up with a surety, right? But you are, you are one of those people who have met the person you're going to end up with, whether it's your high school sweetheart, whether it's someone that your cards at that time didn't align with, something that I completely don't believe in, but it is, of course, to be taken in consideration that I don't know 100%, and beliefs change from time to time. You might be one of those people that have met the right person at the wrong time, or you have simply not even been in relationship with that person, or you have crossed that person. There could be n number of scenarios over here, but for majority of you, I pick up at this analogy that you have had some sort of, what's it called, encounter. Either you've actually hooked up with this person, you've not really taken them seriously, or you have this very heated chemistry. This is someone that you have, I don't know if you would call it consummate the relationship with, because if you haven't been in a relationship with them, how can you consummate it? But this is a very unconventional way that you meet this person. This is a very, millennial way of meeting this person. You've met them through a dating app, you've met them online somewhere. This is something different. It's not very conventional in the way you meet, although it's becoming quite normalized in our generation, or the times that we move ahead to. um However, I pick up that you are quite happy with this person. I'm getting more of their future, or your future with this person, that you're quite happy with them, you're quite well settled. You have this banter, you guys really like to travel together. You might be young when you meet this person, of course, yes, Spirit's telling me you're young, but you would marry this person quite young. So it could be in your 20s for a few of you, and for a few of you that are cool, that are, surpassing the age of 32 or plus. You're very focused in your career right now, and you end up with this person by your 40s or your 45. So there's two scenarios over here. There could be, ambiguity in the middle. If something that doesn't fit in your bracket right now, there could be some sort of ambiguity. You're not supposed to know. It's not your message, okay? So how do you meet this person? That was a weird accent. This reminded me of Simpsons, and there's this Indian character. That's what they reminded me of. We have the nine of Spirit. What is this? Nine of oh, what is this? They're giving me Nine of Swords in reverse, conflict in reverse. How do you meet this person? Sun in reverse, Leo energy, Eight of Pentacles, upright, discipline. We have the Knight of Swords in reverse. I know it's a little bit slow because this deck I haven't used it in a while, and they just have like different words for swords and wands and whatnot. That's why I don't like to buy such decks, but this was really pretty. We also have the Knight of Pentacles in reverse, bottom of the deck. So we have the Knight of Swords over here and Knight of Pentacles over here. I feel like when you would meet this person, you wouldn't be 100% aware of what's happening, or when you start, no, Spirit is giving you, when you met this person, you wouldn't understand what is happening. This person would make you very confused, and you would just be looking at them. Like literally, I get this energy where you would just, it's not looking at them like you're just sitting like a dud over there in front of them. I'm just feeling this energy that when this person is around in your life, you never make sense of it. You would just be observing the situation, you would just be looking at it. And I don't think that in the initial phases you would have that crazy amount of attraction towards them. That's why there's a lot of ambiguity. I wouldn't tell you to take this reading 100% to your heart, because there's a lot of mystery over here. You might want to figure it out, like, who is it, this, is it this, is it this? You would want to understand who they really are. I get that excitement and the what's that word, suspense of it, right? But what I see over here is that when you would come closer to getting married to this person, because I see a proper marriage happening over here, you would want to, cuff them down basically. So I think that when it would start happening, you guys would go through some sort of phase of, I pick up on depression, because the sun in reverse for me is depression. You're really unhappy. And the nine of wands, excuse me. I was about to say knight of wands. That could be that energy where you guys have been scared, and your person as well, to commit. So you would have to put in the work and discipline yourself. And I don't think that you would do this for this person per se. I think that there would be this inclination, like, yes, there's somebody that I want to settle down with, but for a few of you, again, Spirit, can you please ease it down for me? Because there's so much ambiguity in your reading pile number 4. I might just turn insane while channeling this. And it wouldn't give you a good message either. So can we please make it a little bit more generic? You will want to change yourself for this person. That's what I'm picking up. This person will push you into a spiritual awakening. Again, they're doing this with me. Why are you doing this? For a few of you, I have to say it would be that you're already going in the spiritual awake. You're already in this process, excuse me. And for a few of you, you were the reason why this person has been triggered. This is their energy. The dragon. Wow. This person would already have their eyes on you. This person would have already had some sort of interest in you. They would, wow, I split the deck and we see wedding. The situation involves marriage. This person would start seeing you as the one. That's what I'm picking up. They would jump the gun, especially if they're the masculine. Okay, they're telling me whoever you are, whether you're a man or woman, the other person would start getting these feelings of, like, I gotta do better. I gotta do better for this person. I really want them. Something would just start invoking them, push them towards you. And it might just be their sexual passion for you. I've really got to sage this energy. It's like, it's very strong in my sacral. So I think that there's a lot of religious factors over here. I feel a lot of purification. You guys go through an intensive um, phase of purification, the both of you. I don't know if your person has been quite lustful, and you would be quite in a defeated mindset. You might feel like, oh, nobody loves me, or it's not even like you would feel unlovable. I think that you guys share that common ground, and you would be very doubtful of yourself, like, am I doing good in life? Or this person would be like, am I doing good enough for this person in my life? That's what I'm picking up over here. I want to clarify the card of Nine of Wands in reverse. It definitely talks about pulling down your defenses. It definitely talks about healing them once and for all, especially where you're just looking to settle down and invest in one person. I do see the masculine energy has been quite career oriented, uses escapism to uses the ambition to escape intimacy over here. And I see for the feminine energy going very deep into her relationship with the god or whatever she believes in. I see this feminine energy being quite religious. King of Pentacle. It's a beautiful card. Three of Pentacles. So pentacle energy coming through. What's that word? Lay of the land. A lot of it would be figured out by the masculine energy over here. We have the devil. A lot of this work, again, we have strong pentacle energy. I pick up on this masculine energy. A lot of navigation would be done by the masculine energy, while the feminine energy is going in her feminine energy to pursue God or her relationship with God. So I don't know what it is. There's a very strong energy of finding yourself with the feminine energy. I am picking up on the span of 3 to 5 years whenever you find this reading. You could also be in the process of it. For a few of you, you already started this journey in 2021 where you started linking yourself. That's such a poor word, Spirit. They're just saying like linking yourself with God as if like you're a Bluetooth device. Um, this is funny. This is the Hierophant. We have Taurus energy with the departure. This is Eight of Cups, I guess, right? Yeah, because it says departure. Um, there would be this sense of like I see this energy where if this is the same sex, whatever energy you resonate with, but the feminine energy being more over here, really really subdued and lost in her own cave. I get like the word wilderness. I don't know if you're Christian, but there's this energy of like traveling through the woods and finding out yourself, taking the difficult path. When the feminine does that, that's when the masculine is triggered into his own um spiritual awakening, because this is not a journey where you both are separate. I see that the both of you have been on your journeys. You, in fact, you might be on this person's social media by that time as well. um, you could also be in a well developed relationship with them, and for a few of you, you have not had a relationship, and again for a few of you, you've just hooked up with them. Oh my god. um it's like they just don't want you to know, because I think that the moment you will get to know who this person is, they're like dilly dallying, because the moment you get to know, you'll stop working on yourself, because you are that person who puts all your ducks in another you put all your happiness in another person's hand, and that's what they don't want you to do. So as a man, they want you to become completely, understanding of what you need, and there will be a part of you as a man that would want, you would feel this, what's that word, what do they call it, the rib would be missing. So the man comes in, Adam comes in to find his rib. So it's more like the feminine gets so lost in her persuasion of, no, in pursuing the Lord or the God or Father, whatever it is, right? And because there's so much spiritual denotion, it's like you set apart or you take yourself out of the culture of today where people are lost in quite a lot of, dark. Dark lifestyle of living where you lose your spirit. That's what I mean. So they're giving me this analogy where they say that anything where you trade your happiness or your authenticity for is kind of where you're selling your soul, is where you're selling yourself short. And that's where the both of you bring yourself out of. So wherever you came from, it's like, this person is definitely in your town, this person is close by to you. And I feel like whoever this person is, the both of you try to find your way out, but it's not something that's interlinked. That's why I don't know if 100% you've been with this person in a relationship. That would be for like maybe 12%. And now how can I place 12% in a huge audience, right? um and how can you know if you're the 12%, right? So again, they just, spirit doesn't want you to know who this is or pinpoint, or because you will go crazy. I know this for a fact. You will go crazy. You would want to find out who this is. And even if I've, had this sort of reading, I would want to figure out who it is. So it's completely natural. But we see two sides of a coin over here, the sun and the devil. In certain ways, this is like happiness and um, sadness. I see like you pulling yourself out. And it's like you guys would think that you are not uh, being aligned, like if your person, you meet them and they tell you that they've been seeing other people and you've been seeing other people, and you would be like, oh, this happened, and I actually thought I would end up with that person, and you guys talk about it, and you would see how life was aligning you to remove that conditioning from inside to meet each other, so that you understand each other's values when that time comes and you're yoked enough to understand who this person would be in your life. That's what I'm picking up over here. I'm gonna pull out a few romance angel oracles. I just went completely blank for a while. I feel a very wholesome vibe from this reading. pile number 4, because it would be like, you always knew that this was my, like, two peas in a pod. That person would, you guys would come back, and when you guys would talk, and this relationship would be developing quite deep, and I'm getting the word fertile. You're gonna, birth a relationship together. You're gonna have the same morals and everything. So when you guys are gonna know that this is, and you're gonna trace back your journey to each other, and when we met the first time and how it was, and all along I always had this inkling, like, maybe, somebody that I'm gonna end up with is gonna be like you or something. It's gonna be so wholesome, and you're gonna have such fond memories, and you're gonna tell your children about, like, your romantic story, and your children are gonna be so aspired to find somebody like their own. I keep getting the word the rib, my rib, my rib. Adam goes out there to find his rib very soon. Okay, clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. And at this point, right now, I specifically feel like whoever your man would be, or whoever, if you're a man, you're in this process of determining what you really want. So, pile number 4, whoever picks this pile, you could be a man or a woman, right? So whenever I define as the man, just feel free to replace it as your man when you're watching it as a woman. Does that make sense? So whoever the man would be over here, you would be defining what you want in your woman, and you would start aligning yourself to that level. See, this is the woman that I want, so what do I need to be to what do I need to change, or who do I need to be to become her man? Because that type of woman is not going to accept this kind of baloney from me. See, pay attention to the red flags. Whoever this person is going to be, they're going to start figuring out their shortcomings, and they're going to want to work on it. Oh, they're going to want to work on it. I feel like this person would be so enthusiastic. It would be like a fire lit up under there, you know. So just they would be like, I want this person. And they would start feeling some sort of draw. They would start putting up their finances quite, I'm hearing the word precarious. They would become more serious about their finances. We have chemistry over here. They would know that. I think one of the checklists that this person would have is that I want a great bedroom lifestyle with that person. I want a great life. Like, I want, like, they would understand why it's important to have that in their life. They could be quite, active. But it would mellow down. That's what I was feeling. Like, why are you telling me that? And it's like they would mellow it down. It's like their basis of attraction, or just like determining how attracted they are to a relationship, or just a little bit of superficiality would have to go through some sort. I pick up on dark night of the soul between the both of you, for the both of you, excuse me, to go through that, to analyze what really happens over here. How do we really find out what's meant for us, and how do we understand what a true god life relationship would be, or you know things like that, things like that. Abstinence or celibacy, something that's very strong about. I'm hearing the word spirit of lust, like having a lustful look towards other people, being in a relationship, having a wandering eye. It's not something that you are doing because your person is not attractive enough. It's because you're doing this because there's something in you that's not okay. To find other people attractive is okay, but to be having a wandering eye is a completely different thing. There's a very thin line. That's what I see. That could be in both of you. I'm picking majorly up on the masculine energy, but that doesn't have to be very, strict about. It doesn't have to be very strictly based on that. But there's something about lust, or giving into the, the I don't know, social media culture, or heartbrokenness, or something like that. That's what I'm picking up over here. Learning your lessons and clearing out your palette is what I'm hearing. Clearing out the palette. So that could be abstinence. That could be celibacy. Waiting for the right person. You're clearing out energies from your previous partners. This is something that I pick up from the masculine energy, because I see the feminine energy being lost, nowhere to be found. Wrong number. That's what I'm hearing. He can't find somebody that fulfills him. He had enough women, or had enough gaming is also what I'm hearing. He had enough of, adult I don't know, adult websites or something like that. Like, I had enough of these um things that the dark calls me, and I need to call my God or something. Like, I'm hearing these things like I need to purify myself. That's where the masculine energy would be before they meet or commit. They would have to really purify themselves, and I see this masculine really crying before that. A really like a full on personality spiritual makeover that this masculine goes to, while the feminine finds out herself, who she is in the eyes of God or whatever you believe in, right? But I pick up on a very strong religious basis over here. You could be from the same ethnicity, caste, and all those things. So I have the Knight of Wands. I'm laughing because this is exactly what I've been talking about. Queen of Wands, a very beautiful woman that we would have here. Two of Pentacles, Three of Wands, the Star, Aquarius, Two of Swords, Nine of Wands, Five of Swords in reverse, the Lovers, Gemini. Okay, they don't want me to put anymore. King of Cups, and the Four of Pentacles. I feel like taking this in reverse. Soul guided. So I feel like the feminine energy would have to go through her own release of conditioning. Something about sexuality and her purity, which is related to accepting pleasure. So there's a huge connotation of healing your relationship with the sacral chakra, something about that. The Knight of Wands starting off, this is giving me like what your relationship would be like during those testing times, perhaps on your individual ends, but there's something about like how it comes full circle being together. So what I am picking up over here is you both would learn how to let down your guard and become monogamous. There has been an issue of commitment over here in the past. You weren't able to commit, and there's a reason why your story is like this. It's like you come together, a little bit of healing is done on separate ends, a little bit of healing is done together, and a little bit of it is done on separate ends, because of the fact that um the way your life has turned out, and spirit would know that the both of you need to have each other around. Like, you need some incentive, especially for the masculine energy over here, to see that this is my rib, this is what completes me. He would have that understanding. He would feel incomplete without her. And there's a reason why the feminine would have to pursue her own relationship with herself and her her god, is because she would have to feel complete in her own self. So do you see like how there's strong divine feminine and divine masculine energy in the way that we feel content in our own life, where the masculine energy once could have felt like, I don't need anybody, I don't need anybody, and the feminine would have felt like, I don't need God, I don't need my spirituality, I can figure out life by myself. There's some sort of change, there's some sort of conditioning that does have to dissipate for the both of you to come together. And the sole purpose of you each other finding yourself, finding your person, is not uh just to procreate and all of those things that come quite later on. This is the difference between all previous files and this one, is because your journey is more focused on self development and self discovery, not empowerment per se. The difference between self discovery is to find out who you really are with the dragon spirit. That's the difference over here. You find each other to find yourselves. These people, whoever you find, the other one is the one who pushes you into your awakening. Some part of it happens already before, some part of it happens when you find them. And that's the purpose of having each other around. That's what I'm picking up. It's quite beautiful. I am going to conclude this reading. I didn't realize I was talking quite a lot in your reading. I thoroughly enjoyed channeling it. I hope you did too, pile number 4. Um, so my self-curated oracle deck is quite based off the present tense, but I am going to take and channel these messages from your future spouse in the future tense. So let's see how do I get that. I want to take things slow. So they would want to take things slow, of course, because of, so many internal changes happening, but still not wanting to lose out. I miss you, but my pride won't let me come forward. So there would be this, still development. You would grow together. That's in the most literal sense. It's not that you wouldn't grow old together, but I'm seeing like you would grow together. That's why I feel like you would meet this person when you're quite young. I don't think my needs are being met. I just want to take this back to the fact of that wandering eye. When you're looking outside too much, it's not because you find every other thing, too good looking than what you already have. It's that mindset that the grass is greener where I am not. And that's because you don't feel complete in yourself. That's why this person would tell you that wherever I am right now, I am not happy. You might be really happy to hear that. Yes, like come back to me. I was in denial about wanting more with you. This person, whoever they are right now, they're not understanding of their emotional needs as of now. So they would tell you that I'm not really happy in my life. Um, and I don't know about the mountain I have to climb right now. I care about how other people perceive us. So they care a lot about superficiality. I told you that, right? And I need more time to myself. This is what they would tell you, that, whenever we come together, just trust that that would be the right time for us. Okay, so pile number 4, this was a reading. I'm going to leave it here. I really do hope that you found a message that was helpful. If you did, please do hit the like button. Subscribe for more, the bell icons, whenever I upload next. Let me know down in the comment section how that resonated. Information personal readings is given down below. And I'm going to see you guys in another one. Bye.